Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well and everybody's staying healthy. Coming today with the second lesson that we're going to be doing this week. Thank you, everybody who was able to do the lessons for last week. I think I have everybody's in. I replied back with an email. If you submitted your work, it was very good. We're doing something similar this week. Vamos a hacer algo muy similar esta semana. And then we're going to do a second activity that I'm going to send in a different video. Luego vamos a hacer una segunda actividad que vamos a hacer en va a hacer usted y yo voy a enviarlo en un segundo video. So today I'm going to focus on activity 38, actividad 38, and then by Friday I should send out another activity. And they're relatively short. Son relativamente cortos los dos y va a tomar el mismo tiempo tal vez que tomó la semana pasada con el proyecto que hizo. So time wise, it's two different assignments, but you'll probably spend the same time as you did with one. And they're two different activities. Son dos actividades muy diferentes. The first one, as you see here, is again with a table, creando una gráfica, una table. And the second one is using the tab button, es centrando el texto without a table, sin una gráfica, by only using the tab button. Estar usando el tab en su teclado, whether if you have a computer, laptop, or even a tablet, you could do this. One thing I do want to address is that, as you know, this week they are distributing iPads and laptops to the students. Esta semana sí están repartiendo iPads y también laptops, Chromebooks a los estudiantes de grados kinder hasta el 12. So I don't know how many are going to be left for us. Honestamente no sé cuántos dispositivos de computers van a estar disponibles para nosotros. That's why I haven't given you any information. Por eso es que no le he dado ninguna información to as if those who need a laptop, por si hay alguien que necesita una laptop y ya tengo los nombres de las personas, how if there'll be any available, si va a haber disponibilidad, ya que lo sabe, siempre usualmente se le da prioridad a los estudiantes de kinder al 12 and then we go in secondary. Luego nosotros somos ya más adelantito, si hay, nos toca, we could do that. So hopefully by Thursday I should know, para el jueves, viernes ya me dan una idea how many will be available, cuántos va a haber disponibles, okay? So I'm still pushing on that. Sigo todavía dando lata en el distrito de que necesitamos laptops nosotros también. They're ours, they were purchased with our money, se fueron comprados con nuestro dinero, pero se le está dando prioridad a los estudiantes, okay? There's also with issues with technologies, with Wi-Fi. Sé que también hay muchos problemas accediendo a la red. The district is working on solutions, MST, MST, los camiones del área. I know that they're setting up mobile buses, están estacionando autobuses en lugares estratégicos y usted en su auto puede ir en su auto, quedarse en su auto y hacer su trabajo en su laptop o en su dispositivo, también para los estudiantes. I know Greenfield, they're doing it a lot in Greenfield, lo están haciendo mucho en Greenfield, and I think they're going to start here in Soledad too. So I'll send you a message. Yo les envío un mensaje también. Okay, so let's go ahead and one thing, if you do have access, please continue with your typing practice. Si tiene acceso a typing.com, por favor siga ingresando a typing.com. Let me put the site here. 15 to 20 minutes a week, 15-20 minutos la semana. We want, still continue that, continuar usted haciendo eso. So I'm going to go over activity 38 now. So voy a enseñarles actividad 38. One thing, remember, is that I will be pausing throughout the video. Voy a estar indicando cuando usted debe de hacer pause y continuar para que haga el trabajo y luego continúe tocando el video That way you will get the next set of instruction. Okay. So I'm going to show you what we will be doing. Voy a mostrarle lo que vamos a estar haciendo. So you notice it's a table very similar to what we did last week. Es muy similar a lo que hicieron ustedes la semana pasada, except it's a lot shorter. Es mucho más corto. I would say maybe about 25% short, 75% más corto de lo que hicimos la semana pasada. But you do notice that last time we had two columns, dos columnas, two or three, dos o tres, no recuerdo bien. But now we have four, and now we have them at different sizes y los tenemos en distinto tamaño de ancho. So you notice this one here is fairly small. Este, donde dice year, es la columna más angosta. The one that says movie title is the widest. El que dice movie title es el más ancho. Studio is a little bit less. Studio, la columna que dice studio es un poquito menos que movie title. And then worldwide gross sales. So what we mean by gross sale, sales son ventas and gross en bruto. So cuánto se hizo en bruto de ganancias estas películas. So notice we're working with money. Estamos trabajando con cifras de dinero. We're also working with numbers, números, fechas. We're working also with titles. And then very important that we always cite the source. Almost everybody did last week. Casi todos sí lo hicieron la semana pasada, where you did put the source, donde usted indicó de dónde salió la información about the presidents and their dogs, acerca de los presidentes y sus mascotas, sus perros. So it's always really good. It's very good that you add that. Okay. So at this moment, what I need you to do is to please log in to your Google Drive. So por favor, en este momento, quiero que ingrese usted a su Google Drive. Recordemos, es drive.google.com. Okay, so I will try to add it right here. Oops. Nope, estoy lo equivocado. Okay, so please pause. Por favor, ponga pause en su video and go into drive.google.com. Okay, so now that you are in your Google Drive, ya que usted está en su Google Drive, remember we want to look for the folder that says The Office Specialist. Queremos buscar la carpeta que dice The Office Specialist. Okay, so ya que la localizó, go ahead and click on it, please. Okay, and then we want to create where it says Word Project. Luego vamos a oprimir el archivo que dice Word Project. Most of you have it. Creo que casi la mayoría lo tiene. But if you don't have it, that's fine. No se preocupen. Nomás hagan New y Google Doc. Esta es una manera to keep everything organized. Es una manera de mantener todo organizado. But if you don't have it, that's fine. Next week we're going to create a new folder. Semana próxima vamos a crear una nueva carpeta because we're going to start a new unit. Vamos a empezar una nueva unidad, which I'll talk a little bit about later. So once I clicked on Word Project, ya que oprimí en Word Project, you're going to see all your documents. Usted va a ver todos sus documentos. Okay. So go ahead and please press pause so that you could, again, go into your Office Specialist folder, Word Projects, and then right here. So now we're going to go to New. Click on it gently, oprímalo suave, no muy fuerte, porque if I press it hard, it's going to create a new folder. Si lo oprimo muy fuerte, voy a oprimir un nuevo folder. No quiero un new folder, no. So oprimo suave, and then I go to Google Docs, and then you will have your document. Okay? So go ahead and press pause and open up your document. Let's continue. So now let's look at the instructions that I sent to you via Remind, and I'm also going to send it as an email attachment. Le mandé las instrucciones via Remind y también se los voy a mandar a través de su email. Okay, so this is what you're going to see. Activity 38, Worldwide Movies. So the first thing is that we want our font to be Times New Roman. So that's the very first thing we want to do in our document, in nuestro documento, is to do Times New Roman and the size 12. So vamos a número 12, 12, and then the font Times New Roman. So again, Times New Roman, aquí, number 12, right here. That's the first step. Eso es el primer paso. The next step, it says change the page orientation to landscape. So what does landscape mean? So I have a piece of paper here. Okay. When we say landscape, we mean we want the paper like this. Okay. This is called portrait. When the page is like this, cuando la página está así, it's called portrait size, tamaño portrait. When it's like this, it's a landscape. Why a landscape? ¿Por qué un landscape? Because it fits more. Cabe más cosa en un landscape. So let me show you an example. Déjeme le muestro un ejemplo. So this is a painting that I purchased in Greece from a painter, de un señor que estaba pintando en la calle in Athens. I can't see myself. No me puedo ver. So here you go. So this here is called a landscape. Esto se llama landscape because you have something big. Su objeto principal es grande. Whereas if I had it like this, so vamos a imaginar que el Parthenon está de esta manera, you don't have a lot of space. No tiene mucho espacio a lo ancho, sino a lo alto. When we do landscape, we want it to be like this. Queremos que quepa más información de un lado a otro lado. So that's why we call it landscape mode. We want it to be like this. Now remember, if we look at the table, this table is wider. Esta tabla, esta gráfica está más ancho. It's going to cover more space. Va a abarcar más espacio. Think of it as this. Piense que es esto. Your data, la información que ve en la pantalla, is the equivalent to this painting. Es lo equivalente al Parthenon, al Acropolis, I mean. So, if you were to do it on this, si lo hiciera en una hoja así, it's going to chop off. No va a caber la información y no toda la información va a caber aquí. It's what we call it, it's going to fall off. Se va a caer de la página. So that's why we want to do landscape mode, okay? How do I do that? ¿Cómo hago eso? Well, in my document, I go to, excuse me here, we go to Format. Okay, so vamos a Format. I'm sorry, not Format. No es en Format. En Format es en Microsoft Word. No en esta. So we go to File. Vamos a File. And then we go to Page Setup. So si recordamos en Microsoft Word, sí estaba en Format, porque ahí queríamos hacer Format a cambiar la página. In Google Docs, it's different. En Google Docs es muy distinto. So we go File, Page Setup, which is down here. And here you're going to see the option Portrait. Remember, portraits like this, or landscape. We want landscape like that. And then you press OK. You're really not going to see the difference right now. No va a ver usted mucho la diferencia, which is okay. You know, you're going to think, well, what happened? ¿Qué sucedió? So lo que sucedió is you went from this to this, okay? So once we did that, go ahead and press pause. Okay, if we look at step number 5, well, actually, let's look at step number 4. It says, starting on the first line of the document, type the title all in caps, todo en mayúscula. No lo necesita que esté todo en mayúscula, you don't. But what we want to do is we're going to put this title here, el título. It's kind of hard, es un poquito difícil. There we go. Top 10 box office money makers worldwide. Okay, so then here, and I want to center it. No, sí lo decía, pero we want to center it. Queremos oprimir center. So top 10 box office money makers, and then in parentheses, worldwide. Okay. So this is the title of the document. Este es el título del documento. Again, this is in your instructions. Esto está en sus instrucciones that I sent. We press enter, oprimimos enter, and now let's left align. Vamos a alinear el texto a la izquierda. Wow, let me subir esto es a izquierda now. It's the cameras, and the camera works differently. So press left align, and then it's going to switch everything to the left. Va a mover todo hacia la izquierda. Okay. So now it says also to bold the title and then enter 2 times. So I only did it once. Nomás lo hice una vez because I wanted to stay in the page. So then I select it and then I do bold. Let me try 2 times. Voy a intentar 2 veces. Okay. And then I left align. Okay. Go ahead and press pause. Add the title. Agregue el título. Do it bold. Hágalo en bold. Left align. Y luego va a alinear todo a la izquierda. And we will continue. Okay. So now we're at step number 5. El paso número 5. Now it says here, create a table with 4 columns, 4 columnas, and 11 rows. Y 8 hileras. 11 hileras. 11 rows. 11 hileras. Now remember, when we create rows, we could do up to 20. Podemos hacer hasta 20 hileras. Now we're only going to do 11. So vamos a hacer una de 11. Okay? So remember, 4 columns. So we go to insert, table. Again, una vez más. Whoops. Insert, table. And then I want 4 columns, 4 columnas, and 11 rows. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So once I do that, I click on it, and then I have my 4 rows. I'm sorry, my 4 columns, mis 4 columnas, and my 11 rows. Okay. So go ahead and please do this step and press pause. Press pause and do this step. So now comes the part where we're going to start doing a little bit more. So notice we're going to skip this one. We're not going to add border cells. So we're going to skip A. No vamos a hacer el punto A. But let's look at B. So B is very interesting. And B is muy interesante because it says resize the columns so that they are proportioned with the text. So vamos a reconfigurar qué tan ancho es cada columna basado en la proporción del texto. So if you look at it, sorry, the neighbor's dog is barking. El perro de los vecinos is barking, so that's what you hear. It's not my dog. The first one is fairly narrow. El primero es algo angosto. Remember, this is our real estate. Esto es todo lo que tenemos. You can't go beyond this. Usted no puede irse más para acá o más para acá. So this is what I call, this is your real estate. Es su terreno que tiene para trabajar. You have to make it work. So if you notice, the first one is narrow, es algo angosto. So it's year, título es year, and you notice that there's, well, only 4 digits, 4 dígitos. So that one's going to be the shortest one. So I'm going to put year. I want to move the border right here. So remember, go between the lines, va entre medio de esta línea de la columna. Press on the left button, botón izquierdo, o en la parte izquierda de su trackpad si tiene una laptop. Lo detiene con su otro dedo. Right about there. Okay. And then we start, I believe, with primero is 1997. Okay. And then we do movie title. So I would say that for movie title, that size might be good. El tamaño que está aquí es lo adecuado. We could do two things. Podemos hacer dos cosas. And again, each computer is different. Cada computer is different. A lo mejor en este punto usted va a querer hacer su texto más pequeño. Possibility, una posibilidad. Or it will break into two. O se va a quebrar el título en la línea de arriba y luego va a bajar in the same cell, en la misma célula, pero un poquito más abajo. That's perfectly fine too. Okay. The next one after the movie title, we have the studio. And again, you don't have to do it in capital. No lo tiene que ser todo en mayúscula. Notice that this is all in capital. Now notice this one here. Vamos a notar este that is in what I call the two parts, que está en la parte de arriba, worldwide, and then la parte de abajo that says gross sales. So worldwide. So, y luego primo enter. Gross sales. So this one, we're gonna move a little bit to the left. Vamos a moverlo un poquito a la izquierda. About there's fine. Maybe even the studio. Tal vez este de aquí lo tengamos que mover un poquito. So notice that as I move it, the titles, los títulos, también se mueven. So no tiene que borrar y ingresar todo. No? It automatically moves. So maybe about there's fine. Okay. So, and then once you have that, let me look at the instructions again. It will say bold, center align, and center. We're going to skip C. Vamos a omitir C because if we do changes, si hacemos cambios, va a ser lo más grande and it's not going to fit perfectly. So we'll leave it like that, okay? Change the font color of the column titles to the color of your choice. So puede usted cambiar los títulos al color que usted desee. So for example, to do that, remember we highlight. And then here we could choose a color. Okay. You don't have to. No necesita que hacerlo, but it's in the instruction. Okay. I don't know what I did. That's okay. So now at this point, you're going to use the table right here to complete the graph. So ahora voy a mostrar el primero. So ya tengo 1997. The movie is Titanic. So then I put the movie. And then I move over here, the studio, Paramount Pictures. And then how much it made worldwide. So for this one, I would put the $sign. And then I would put in the amount. Space. I'm sorry, I have to do this. I don't have the paper with me. Okay. So this is your biggest amount. Esta es su cantidad más grande because it is the movie, if we look on here, that has made the most. So the first ones here are the ones that have made the most. So notice that's the biggest number, es el número más grande y todavía tenemos un poquito de espacio. So if needed, si es necesario, podemos mover esta cantidad un poquito, la columna un poquito más to the right, hacia la derecha. But again, it's optional. So now you're going to use this right here, the page, I sent it to your Remind. It's also on your email, también está en su email, and you are going to continue working on this. When you're finished with your assignment, it's easier, es mucho más fácil if you click on share, and then again, right here, you might want to add your name. Or if this is the title, that's fine. Si está así el título, that's fine. You don't have to add anything else. And then you click save, and then you will send it to me, F. Francisco Pinedo ESL arroba, o en cuanto salga mi picture aquí, lo puede enviar. And then you could add a note, puede agregar una note o algo, como se le hizo el trabajo, muy difícil, muy fácil. Maybe how much time you spent on it. Maybe puede agregar aquí cuánto tiempo duró usted en hacer este trabajo, and then you would press send. Y ya cuando envíe send, and that's it. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Please stay safe. Espero que se mantengan saludables, que estén bien. I will send you a second video. Te mandaré un segundo video con el segundo trabajo that is due on Sunday. Okay, so este domingo espero los dos trabajos. Okay, stay safe, stay healthy.